guys, Power Rangers fans? It is your boy Shamer, Power Rangers here. What is going on, everybody? I know it's been a while since the last time, even though I used to make Power Rangers content, updating news, but focus on other stuff too, all this stuff. Even though you guys probably know you see me on podcasts, even though we are Power Rangers fans. So yeah, I have been doing this in a while because I used to do it years of updating us like 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, pretty much for sure. Today we got it updated news, from the Wikizen. So shout out to him. Before we want to get it started, I want to shout out to the Wikizen of Nern. And yeah, let's get started with this new video update news that we heard. Disney reported may have canceled the Power Rangers movie due to the fact or due to the similar Matt Damon movies. The film will be followed superhero characters who played by Matt that team up with young teen heroes. Sorry, I can't get lead with colorful codes costume that fights continue. Also, shout out to him for that too. And then we got other news. Power Rangers Disney Plus reboot is no longer moving forward. Now, I want to put my host and thoughts about the World Dark Star, and we talk about this yesterday. I seen about this yesterday. Also, seeing for everybody's, hate on it and very excited about the reboot. They wanted to, come on and recognize or martial arts and all of that. But here's my thoughts about this. Let's get to talking about this too and take it from there. Now, people think, we all thought it was his fault. We all thought it's Matt Lee. I was shocked, blame it on him. I thought about it too. But when I did some research today and looking it up, he got nothing to do with that. From my if I have, I don't think it's him. Now, I could be wrong. But if it was him that he caused that delay there and canceled that, what's the big deal? But the research I've been working out and such that I do research in it a while ago and looking about this new movie that they've been doing that kind of similar to Power Rangers, but not really connecting to it. But you know what I mean. But the point I'm trying to say is, the truth is, when I did some research, we all thought of him, like I said earlier, we all thought it was Matt Damon on that. But at the same time, the truth about it is, it wasn't his fault, because this guy has been a legend for years, since the 90s. He just wanted to be succeed, for everybody else too. He don't got nothing to do with it. But I tell you what, 2 things that we knew, that I've been welcome to. Now, the only thing you should be blaming that is the people who write this or directing a new superhero movie. Yeah, go look it up. The names here, Davison. I can't be announcing these 2 names, but it was the 2 guys or producer who casted this guy, making this new movie. They're the ones you should blame it. And not also that, hasbro is also, you need to blame that too for anything from beginning. Ever since Brian Gordon passed away 5 years ago after COVID, it went downhill, and then you got this new CGO, Chris Kopp. He's the one you should be blaming him, and not only that, the people behind the scenes, the company, defending this guy. It's like, almost my mind at Disney, when you try to promise people something, you went downhill. That's why Playlist is doing better than this one. But not only that he got worse. After Jason David Franks, the Green Ranger, rest in peace, passed away. After he passed away, it got more and more worse. And that's why these companies never respect people. When they want something for your projects and all the stuff that they gave you, you're supposed to respect them. And you don't even care. You just care about your legacy, money, and issues about it. Like, you should at least, save it all of that and put some more in that. And yeah, power, money, that's what they care about, is money. Because of the legal issues of the budget. But if anybody who wants this, blame Hasbro for this, or blaming this guy, or 2 directors or producers who casted this person. Because Matt Damon ain't got nothing to do with that. He just doing it for the favor. And he just want to get the fans what they want. Because he's been here making movies for a long time since the 90s. It wasn't really his fault. That's the truth. But the truth, man, it wasn't Matt Damon's fault. Because we all thought it wasn't as we thought it was. But technically, it wasn't his fault. It was the people who casted him. It was the actor started this movie. Well, or it could be hasbro. Could be hasbro. Because they're the amazing one that canceled their stuff downhill, tweeted these. They're the one who actually behind the scenes for this. They're the one who actually you guys should be blaming it. Not the actor. It wasn't his fault. That's the truth. The truth, man, wasn't his fault as we go on it was. It's we hasbro, because we all know they behind this all along. They're the ones who actually canceled this stuff. This is why the reboot has been canceled, all because of hasbro with this budget issues. And they could have saved it for a lot. And then after that, since that everybody knows, we all know that this filming with UK and I swear and Canada, it's a lie. We all thought that they were going to start the production, but it never happened. So it's a lie. The company line you should be blaming on Hasbro. So that's my honest thoughts about it. Because, Matt Damon's, I watched him as a kid, I didn't take to watch his few movies for that. I mean, he's a great actor, you gotta respect the guy. He's, we all know that he was but he's been used by Hollywood on this stuff, what's going on behind the scenes. I've been spoken about in Saturdays about it too. So, yeah. Anything you should be blaming it is one of the two directors or producers who casted him, because they're the one who actually wrote the script for had him to play the character to start to do superheroes movies, or new superheroes movies, sorry. And it could be and not only that, or it could be Hasbro. Again, Hasbro is the main reason you should blaming him. They're the one who actually started from the beginning. So like I said, anything you guys could be blaming it, and that is Hasbro. Because they're the one who started this stuff from the beginning, ever since Brian Gordon passed away. It went downhill, and they really hurt the fans, and that was very disappointing me right now. Like, you made this promise too. Now, my other thoughts about this is it's not going to be the reboot for each company. Like I said, I was originally, like last year when Hasbro was selling a franchise for the company, I originally wanted MGM to buy it. I wanted MGM to buy it because, they are good at stuff. I wanted MGM to buy it. I want to see the old Wheel the Line logo in that. But, I don't mind Paramount. Paramount. If it's not going to be the reboot, they can do like all type of things instead of doing one franchise. You could bring back when it's good. Because me and friends of mine, me and Sky been talking about it. And by the way, shout out to him, by the way. Me and Sky, we've been talking about this a while back. Like last year, months ago, or last year, that, we can bring back, for instance, like VI Troopers, Beetleborgs, and some of the Mass Light and all of them. It was originally going to be fan on that, but nobody had been mentioned about it too. So yeah, Paramount, once again, Paramount Skydance, if you want to, hit me up, because I'm writing a script about it too, to get the fans what they want, Power Rangers too. After the merge with WB, we give it opportunities, I just want to get to the after release and DVDs and see my Wheel the Line with MGM War again, DVD versions and all of that. You know what I mean. So yeah, that is my thoughts of this video. I'll give you guys my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this too. Because I know it's going to be sucks that we almost get to this month I was excited about it last year or two. My friends turned in. I'm really happy too about this. I gotta agree though, because people prefer with non-with Sentai, but I want it with dark tone. When back in the day, when RPM, Disney, old Disney era days, they went from mature mode, dark, they want to make it, the violence, level up the violence with martial arts and kind of stuff too. I mean, you could keep the a little bit common, just make it more serious and stuff. So yeah, if you guys really enjoyed this video, please like this video, make a comment below what you guys think about this, and yeah. And I want to give you a special shout out to the Legacy of Mirror and my man Sky Dude. A while back, if you watched this, it's been a while. I know you're busy and not, sometimes when we get together, catch it up to do with these Power Ranger stuff, VI Troopers, Medic Heroes, and Beta Wars. So yeah, shout out to the rest of you guys. The reason why you guys are the greatest because you support Mighty Heroes content and our community. I'll give you the upgraded news just waiting on. So yeah. Kids, you guys here, just remember, be strong, believe in yourself, prepare for battle, and let's roll! See you guys next time! Ha!